For this video, I have no script, right? I'm just going to go straight off the dome and speak what's on my mind and talk about the actual realities of what is going on right now and why you need to have self promotion high up there on your priority list, right? And the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is because I believe that it is a recurring sort of topic and discussion point when it comes down to the idea of brand building, but more so the thing that is putting people off the idea of putting themselves forward and really making an effort with being able to build an effective brand. And the reality of it is that if you are looking to build a revenue generating brand, it is in your best interest to be promoting yourself, right? Self promotion is one of the strongest aspects of building a brand because you are effectively putting yourself not only out there, but you are showing that level of authority and credibility that no one can take away from you because you have lived your experiences and you have put it in a way that allows people to learn from what you are willing to showcase online, right? And you are able to be deemed as a key person of influence and the obvious choice as a result of doing so. But far too many people seem to be put off on the idea of self promotion. They believe it comes across as too braggy, or they believe that, not many people are going to be interested in what they have to say or the content that they are putting out. But I am here to tell you that it is in your best interest to focus on the aspect of self promotion and to really look into promoting yourself every single day. And what has been quite interesting for me is that although I've been doing these daily uploads and I've continued to do these daily uploads, even for myself, there was a moment where I thought to myself, you know what, I'm getting a bit like flustered from the content that I'm putting out, especially with me really looking to redevelop my strategy of incorporating a lot of key messaging and a new direction when it comes down to producing more content on LinkedIn that aligns with my ICP. But then taking that sort of break in between the promotion side of things made me then realize that the promotion part is the foundation of everything because if you are not putting out the content, if you are not promoting yourself, following the content, then no one is going to see it. And if no one sees it, then no one is going to consider you visible enough, right? And if no one considers you visible as enough, then they're not going to see the level of credibility that you have, right? So that's why it is in your best interest to really focus on the aspect of self promotion and take it from me, right? There's one aspect of being able to produce the content and being able to share the content, right? But then being able to promote the content is a completely different story. It is a completely different ball game, and that requires, I suppose, more effort in that. But then it is the aspect where it helps you build in the long term, knowing that you are constantly promoting yourself and putting yourself out there and really reinforcing the reason why you are known as that key person of influence within your industry or niche. And following opportunities that have presented themselves to me as of recent made me realize that it is in my best interest to always keep promoting, right? And it's given me sort of a new lease of life when it comes down to it. And now I'm really in the process of strategizing the promotion process to make it a lot more seamless and a lot more effective in what I'm doing as well. Because the benefit of doing so is that I have loads of content to share. I have loads of topics that I've been discussing over the time of me uploading every single day on YouTube, which ultimately means that there's so much material, so much resources, so much value that I have that I've shared over the last few months that I have to continue to share and continue to put out there to let all of you know that this is what is happening in real time because I speak a lot about the algorithm and the aspects of it as well. And you can't rely on the algorithm to put your work out there to amplify that. You need to amplify it yourself by not only distributing it to the right people and the right platforms, but then also having a repurposing strategy, like I always talk about. And at this moment in time, funny enough, I'm actually using Claude a lot now. So I've recently upgraded to Claude, and I now understand why a lot of people are choosing Claude over ChatGPT. However, I do feel that both of them are just as effective if you incorporate them together within your strategies, right? However, I do definitely see the difference in the usage and the capabilities of AI in general now that I've been able to use Claude and see the actual differences in real time. But then, like, that aspect of things has now allowed me to then think, okay, it is in my best interest to develop a refined, updated strategy when it comes down to the promotional side of things, to ensure that I'm putting myself out there to just get more opportunity and to really present myself as well. And you can't rely on anything or anyone else to promote yourself, because ultimately, if you are not the person that is bigging yourself up and letting people know why you are the best person for the opportunity, or the best person for the job, or the best person for the role, then you can't expect anyone else to do it, right? And when you align that level of self promotion activity alongside the idea of earned media, which I talk about a lot, right? The idea of third party credibility that you get from various different publications or press or podcasts, right? When you then build a strategy where you incorporate both your earned media aspects of promotion alongside your level of self promotion, that really allows you to highlight yourself as someone who is the obvious choice, because it really just showcases you as someone who not only is credible from the lens of other people, reputable people at that, but then you're also bold enough in yourself to really shine a light on your achievements and shine a light on the things that you have achieved for yourself. So for me, this is just a quick video just to really reinforce the idea of self-promotion. You can never go wrong. You can never run out of, time to promote yourself. There's every single day you have an opportunity to promote yourself and to put yourself out there. And just like anything else, just like the idea of building a brand, right? It's that compounding effect. It's the idea of compounding that gets you to the point where you start to see the results of your work when you start to promote yourself a lot more, because it just allows people to have much more of an understanding of who you are and what you do. And if you are, building your profile and you're building your brand in real time, there will be people who you've been connected with for months or years that still won't even know exactly what it is that you do. So, with that in mind, it's in your best interest to always consider it as an idea that when you promote yourself, there are going to be people who still don't know who you are. And if that is the case, then you have every single day as an opportunity to allow one more person to remember you, to know who you are, to know who you are for when they actually require your services or when they need your support with something that aligns with exactly what it is that you do. So if you really consider that in mind, right, and you make it an objective for yourself where I am going to promote myself, right, shamelessly, and promote myself to the best of my ability, to ensure that every single day there's at least one new person who likes my content or who reaches out to me as an inbound lead or inbound opportunity, just off the back of me promoting myself. When you start to do that every single day, and then you'll start to see the benefits of what it means to really promote yourself. And ultimately, before I even end this, one thing I need you to realize as well is that in this game, right, there's going to be so many people for whatever reasons why they refuse to promote themselves, right? Don't be that person. Use the idea that people aren't doing the thing to do it in the best way possible, because when you do that, you will always be one step ahead of your competitors. You will always be one step ahead of your peers, just because you have the courage and the confidence, right? And the instincts to go for it, knowing that you may find it uncomfortable. You may not particularly enjoy the aspects of self promotion, but then when you start to see the benefits of the opportunity that presents itself as a result of doing so, then you will wish that you would done it sooner, right? So that's it for me in this video. Let me know if you found this useful. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace out. Look after yourself.